Hello. Hey, Bandit. Happy dog? Oh, he's as happy as a pig in poop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm back here going to do another episode for you. Figure out I need to start putting out more content more regularly. What's up, Manny? Just out here at the Happy Hunting Grounds, and I wanted to do one on wild edibles. What we're looking at here is white clover. I've never done this one. But you see this growing all over the place, and it's clover, come on, 3-leaf clover. Not to say everything's a 3-leaf clover, don't think that for a second, but if you itemize that, you can see those little yellow bands. Well, I thought something was coming this way. It was Bandit. Alright, but anyways, you see these little yellow bands on the actual leaves. That's indicative of an edible clover species. Wood sorrel bears a steep resemblance to it. I get looking all over today for 4-leaf clovers. I believe this is not white clover. This is some other kind. It might be the young flowering. I have seen wild strawberry out here though, which, as a trail nibble, they're all right. They got some calories, but you're not going to live on wild strawberry. Here we have a natural astringent, and that is a cut leaf geranium is what that is. That is also edible, but you wouldn't want to eat it unless you were like having diarrhea or something like that in the field, which could come in handy. I can't tell you how many people, like Game of Thrones, have shot themselves to death in a field, like without any kind of knowledge of something you can just put in your mouth and eat real quick and kind of alleviate it. Or you can make a tea out of it. See lots of people's garbage. They were pitching over here over the weekend. They had the trucks parked up here doing some stuff. They were mostly doing, you notice they paved. It's like they paved it for the mini truck or something. They were supposed to pave, and they only paved like a path. It's basically big enough for a golf cart or the mini truck. But, they made it really smooth all the way out of here, so that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we're going with. Not edible, that is a young tree. Here we go, here's another one. Prickly lettuce. And it has a dandelion-like top on it when they are eventually mature. But yeah, that's a prickly lettuce. Not a lot of it. I'd say there's a ton of this clover here. We could fill up a salad bowl with that pretty quick. And you can make a tea out of the heads. You can eat the heads raw. I wouldn't doubt that's going to turn into like a purple clover. They're all three of them though are just about the same species. They're found growing together all over. Another cut leaf geranium. Another one, as you can see, this one. This is the geranium. See that little flower? They do have flowers, believe it or not. They just don't appear for very long, and they're not very big at all, so you don't even notice them. They're not even worth it as like a geranium, to be honest with you. Kind of a weak geranium. They almost have flowers. Okay, and one more. Did you guys miss it? This is George's #1 tree, pretty much. This is a jack pine, is what this is. There are 5 parts of a pine tree that are edible. The stuff up underneath the bark, the pith, the stuff that holds the bark onto the log. See if I can find where somebody has marred this up. It's also really good for finding, look at what we got. Pine knots. Who wants to build a fire? That's some good stuff right there. Pine knots that fall off the tree from way up there, and these are knotty trees. They're just nothing but knots all the way up them. The pine cones have, when you find them green, you can heat them up and they will expand and they will drop their pine nuts. You can dig their pine nuts out of there. You can make tea out of the pine needles. You can even eat the pine needles if they're boiled enough. I really wouldn't recommend it. A lot of cellulose in there, but if you're dying, you get something in your stomach. The pollen, see those big pollen clusters? on the ends of each branch. Those actually can, you can eat pollen. You can turn it into a bread and make scones out of it. It almost comes like a ready-made flour. And yeah, it is rich in vitamin C. Almost all parts of that plant are rich in vitamin C. Let's see what else we got. What do we got, Bandit? You found you something? What'd you find? What'd you find, happy dog? Huh? You don't know what you found? Okay, here's some sort of little... That's really cool. Okay, this plant right here. I'm not gonna lie and say I know what that is. Just kind of caught my eye, that little purple flower. There's more of them. So this little trip has caught me. If you actually know what these are, please comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think that is. Here's more wild edibles. Ants. Yep, they are. They taste like pineapple. No kidding. Kind of acidy, kind of tart. Bite the living hell out of you if they're the wrong kind of ant. So be prepared. Don't just willy-nilly open up an anthill and think you're having some snacks. Not gonna work like that. Oh, Bandit, stay out of there. Okay, what we have here is another little beauty. This is a blackberry. It's a blackberry bush. These are blackberry flowers. These can be made into a tea. The leaves themselves can be made into a tea. Doesn't taste like much, but it does have caloric and nutritional value. And as you can see, if it was the right time of year, we'd be in the money, man. We'd be eating berries, clover. This is an egg of some sort. Could have had that. That is not a chicken egg, I'll say that. A little snail on it. A little minor protein value. Fun fact, did you know snails like that? Their shells are so tough they can often be eaten and digested and pooped out by birds and survive it. But if I didn't know any better, I'd say that was like an owl egg or a hawk egg or something. That's a big egg. There ain't random chickens around here, so it ain't a chicken egg. That's another wild edible right there. You could put that in a tea, you know, boil it for what nutritional value is in that shell. It's mostly, what is it? Calcite and potassium carbonate. Which is, I recall that that's something they actually make. Ah, another wild edible. Heartleaf. They also call this wild violet, although I don't even think it makes violets. But that right there is edible. Another young blackberry. Bandit, come on. Get out of that swamp. Come on, baby. See these pine cones on the ground. At one time these were green. If you heat them up over a campfire, like I said, you get pine nuts out of it. Along this break we have quite a few jack pines dropping knotty wood. But yeah, you can see that one in the distance right there. That's a jack pine. And they're really cool in that they have enough sap in them to where you can just rub. I was showing my grandmother that video, the survival in the bush. But I was showing my grandma that, and she couldn't believe that this guy just took these two pieces of pine and rubbed them together and made fire like that. But yeah, it's one of the pines that will do that. The fat wood on these trees is actually so dense that you can get a fire going just off the fat wood, and it'll sit there and burn for hours. It burns down to like tar, and the tar sits there and burns and burns and burns. Okay. Here's a jack pine. Looks like one of the pieces of equipment ran into. This is what I was looking for. That is definitely another jack pine. Oh, and you can see right here, look just underneath the skin. Good Lord. See all that resin? Ooh, I got it on my fingers. Dang it. Once you get this stuff on you, it don't come off too easy. I mean, it's really no joke. You can glue some serious stuff together with a little pine resin. And you can see it's all over my finger now, and it will not. It's not going to come off for quite a while. I'm gonna need some turpentine or something to get that off of there. At least I'll smell good. What are you doing, miscreant? But yeah, that pine resin is an edible business entirely. The stuff underneath here, I don't know if you can see this, but this is practically fat wood by itself right there under the surface. I mean, not even past the initial bark. That right there, I could, if I took up my cigarette lighter, if I took it and started burning like that, it would catch fire almost immediately, and this whole damn tree would catch fire, and that would not be a good situation, no. But that being said, here we have it, and you can, man, the smell of that. You can see we have a little bug caught in it or something right here. Right here is another thing you can eat. You can actually eat that. They call that pine gum. It's just dried pine sap. You see, it's got some pine sap on there. Ooh, nice little other nugget. That's what they call pine gum. Probably pull a filling out with that chewing on it, but it's about the thick of it. Ah, what we have here. Put that in the comment section if you know what that is. I ain't touching it. I know what that is. Let me see if I can. Oh, here, talk about wild edibles. Look what we've got. Looks like raccoon or possum. It's one of the two. More blackberry. Look at what we have here. Didn't even see it right off, just walked right up to it. This right here is a muscadine vine. See it? It's growing all up through here. This is all muscadine. This is all muscadine. Near the end of the season, we'll have some nice grapes out here. But for right now, we can't eat that. We can eat that big time. We can take these leaves. You ever heard of Dolmata stuffed grape leaves? You just boil them as a pot herb. Look at him just get up, work up underneath all that. Come on. Good boy. Look at him. Oh, yeah. What a champ, man. Come on, boy. I don't know about that. Could be goldenrod, could be no form of daisy, I know. You don't know daisy. I was looking specifically for like crow garlic and stuff. You would think it would be growing out here, but I don't see any. Oh, and just when I said it. Just when I said I don't see I don't see shit. Ooh, right in the face. Crow garlic or onion grass. Stuff makes awesome garlic bread. Yeah, we'd be doing all right out here right now. Like I wouldn't be fretting if there was a mushroom cloud there in the distance and I'm just out here like, yep, I got away. I'd be doing all right for a while. Not to mention on the game sign we've seen already, I know there's deer out here. All it'd take is hiding in a bush with a handgun, wait for them suckers to come out, pop. Dinner. Here's an interesting old tree that has been snapped a couple times over its lifetime, and it just bounces right back. And just, well, I just keep, and this is why I tell people, if you know what you're looking at with wild edibles, it's actually kind of hard to escape them. That's a tulip poplar that has snapped a couple times, but poplar tulips are edible. Yes, you can eat them. Bandit, come. There he is. Oh, come on. Good boy. Good boy. What you doing? Coming like a good dog. I've been working with him at distance, and he's going 300, 400 yards or more, and he'll come right back when I call him. More blackberry. You just can't get away from this stuff. Bandit, stay out of the swamp, baby. Bandit, come. Come. Yeah, stay out of that swamp. No, stay out of there. Stay out of the swamp, baby. More blackberry. This place is just rife with it. This is an interesting little plant. This is some kind of swamp plant. Don't quite know what it is. This is a myrtle growing out of it. You know, crepe myrtles. That's just in that family. It's a myrtle. Bandit, come. Good boy. Look at all that. This place is just rife with blackberry. This is what the animals are coming for. This is why they hang around here. More clover at the foot. More blackberry. Just doesn't end. Ooh, what do we have this little grotto of over here? Oh, is this what I think it is? I don't know if that's what I think it is. If it's what I think it is, oh my God, it is. Look at that. Neat. I'm taking some of these home. That is the real deal. That is crow garlic. You see the head? It's different than onion grass. They also call this wild leek. And that's what it is. Yep, it's wildly. Oh, look at that. Look at this whole stand of it. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at it. Make some wild leek soup. That's all it is. Water. Lots of chopped wild leeks. Fends off scurvy. Full of vitamin A and K. Look at this guy right here. This is a big, proud specimen. But look at it all. I mean, this whole thing back here is nothing but. I'm gonna get me some more here. There we go. Look at that. Wild leeks. I'm gonna use that for dinner tonight. Look at that, y'all. Oh, that's a beautiful one too. They will start these heads on them to turn into these balls. Wow, that is something. I mean, look at it all. It's just positively verdurous over here. Oh, you're gonna get you some. You can't let your dogs eat onions and leeks and stuff like that. It's bad, so you don't. And here's a young pine. Bandit, no, come back here. Come. Bandit, come. Come on. Come on, good boy. Come on. I think he kicked up deer. I think that's what just happened. Yup. He kicked up a deer. He was just laying back there listening to me yabber. Come! Good boy. Good boy. He was tracking them and all. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Yeah, but let's just go back to this one more time. I'm kind of jazzed about this because I'm taking these back home with me. I might get a couple more. But yeah, look at it all. Every one of those little heads. All those he's running through. No, Bandit. Bandit, no. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, no, you can't have those. No. Let's find another. No! You bit the head off of my... You bit the head off my crow garlic, bandit! Why did you do it? There we go. Yeah, man. Wild leeks. Oh, here's another. Variated flat sedge. You can eat that. And the seed pods, when it starts making seed pods, those can be ground up, made into flour. Very edible business. But yeah, we started at 0 and we wound up hero, man. We'd have a good salad going tonight. Clover, crow garlic, maybe make some soup out of it. Some wild vegetable soup. I know there's ferns back there. Ferns have edible tubers on them. So does greenbrier. I know that's back there. Because where isn't greenbrier in Georgia? But yeah, just from the look of a pretty barren field, you wouldn't think it. But there's plenty to eat. You know what you're looking for. So we're heading back up to Minnie. Thanks for watching, everybody. It was a fun little hike. Hope to have more for you soon. And always remember, there's a wealth around you. Stay safe.